Most people have seen this 1776 to $1,976 coin, but almost no one knows the hidden secrets and shocking value behind it. Let me show you why collectors are hunting for this coin right now. The story of the 1776 to 1976 United States $1 coin, commonly known as the bicentennial Eisenhower dollar, is more than just the story of a piece of money. It is a story of a nation celebrating 200 years of independence, of artists competing to define the nation's identity, of technology, politics, patriotism, and one of the most ambitious commemorative coin programs the United States had ever attempted. This coin, carrying the dual date 1776 to 1976, symbolizes an important moment in American history, and its design, production, and legacy reflect the national pride of a country looking back on 2 centuries of struggle and triumph. In this script, we take a deep look at the coin's origins, its symbolic meaning, its place in American culture, and its collector value today. The bicentennial of the United States was a major national celebration. Throughout 1976, Americans commemorated 200 years since the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Cities hosted parades, museums arranged special exhibits, and the country experienced a wave of patriotic enthusiasm. Congress wanted the U.S. Mint to participate in these festivities by issuing special coins that would circulate nationwide, letting every American literally hold a piece of the celebration in their hands. The idea of circulating commemorative coins was exciting because it meant the bicentennial would be celebrated not just by collectors, but by everyday citizens, children, workers, families, and travelers. The Mint selected 3 denominations to receive this special bicentennial treatment: the $quarter, the $half, and the $1 coin. Among these 3, the bicentennial dollar stands out as the largest, most detailed, and most symbolic coin. It features the portrait of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, which had already been used on the regular dollar coin since 1971. Eisenhower, the 34th president and a World War II general, represented leadership, stability, and American strength. His portrait was chosen before the bicentennial program and was kept for the special edition. But the reverse design of the coin would be completely new and would focus directly on the bicentennial anniversary. To find the perfect design for the reverse of the bicentennial coins, the U.S. Mint organized a national design competition in 1973. They invited artists, sculptors, and designers across America to submit their vision of what the celebration meant. Hundreds of designs were sent in, each showcasing a different interpretation of American freedom and heritage. For the $1 coin, the winning design came from Dennis R. Williams, who was only a 22-year-old art student at the time. His design featured the iconic Apollo 11 mission insignia, an American bald eagle landing on the moon, clutching an olive branch in its talons, representing peace. Behind the eagle is the surface of the moon, with the Earth visible in the distance. This image not only celebrates America's 200 years of independence but also honors one of the greatest American achievements, landing on the moon in 1969. This choice of design created a powerful message. The bicentennial dollar did not only look to America's past, it celebrated America's future. The moon landing symbolized the peak of scientific progress, teamwork, engineering, and national ambition. It was a moment when the world watched the United States plant its flag on another celestial body. By featuring the Apollo 11 eagle insignia, the bicentennial dollar connected 1776 to 1976 in a way no other symbol could. It reminded Americans that the same nation born from revolution had now reached the stars. The obverse of the coin remained unchanged from the regular Eisenhower dollar. It shows a right-facing profile of President Dwight David Eisenhower, sculpted by Frank Gasparo, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint. Below the portrait appears the dual date, 1776 to 1976, replacing the usual single-year date. This dual date is unique to bicentennial coinage and serves as an unmistakable reminder that this coin marks a special anniversary. Above Eisenhower's head are the words, "Liberty," while beneath the portrait is the motto, "In God We Trust." Around the outer edge is the traditional 12-star border design, subtly echoing the original 13 colonies of 1776. There were 2 main types of bicentennial dollars produced, the copper-nickel clad version for general circulation, and the 40% silver version intended for collectors. The copper-nickel coins were struck at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, while the San Francisco Mint produced the 40% silver uncirculated and proof versions. These silver issues were sold in special sets, often bought as souvenirs by families during the bicentennial celebrations. For many Americans, owning these sets was like keeping a small piece of the nation's birthday celebration. When the bicentennial dollar entered circulation, it became a popular keepsake. People often saved them in drawers, boxes, jars, and albums, treating them as treasures rather than ordinary currency. Children received them from parents or grandparents as gifts, and collectors rushed to secure high-grade examples. Despite the large mintage numbers, many of these coins never saw daily use, which is why uncirculated examples are still common today. Yet the coin's sentimental value is often greater than its monetary value. One of the interesting aspects of the bicentennial dollar is that it marked the end of an era. It was the last circulating $1 coin in the large, heavy format. Measuring 38.1 millimeters in diameter and weighing over 22 grams, the Eisenhower dollar was impressive but inconvenient. Most Americans preferred lighter, smaller coins or paper currency, so the Ike dollar was not very popular in everyday transactions. In 1979, only a few years after the bicentennial celebration, the Susan B. Anthony dollar replaced the Eisenhower dollar with a much smaller and lighter coin. As a result, the bicentennial dollar became one of the most recognizable large-size dollar coins of the 20th century. Collectors today look at several factors when determining the value of a 1776 to 1976 bicentennial dollar. Condition is the most important factor. A coin that has been heavily circulated and shows wear will typically bring only face value. However, uncirculated examples, proof coins, and especially the 40% silver versions can be worth more. Coins certified by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can demand a premium, particularly those graded MS66, MS67, or higher. There are also varieties within the bicentennial dollar series that collectors pay attention to. The most well-known is the Type 1 and Type 2 reverse. The Type 1 reverse, used for some early productions, has bold, thick lettering, while the Type 2 reverse has thinner, sharper lettering and improved detail. The Type 2 reverse is generally more common, but Type 1 examples can be desirable depending on mint mark and condition. Silver bicentennial dollars also come in both uncirculated and proof versions, with the proof version showing a mirror-like finish that appeals to collectors, while the average circulated copper-nickel bicentennial dollar may only be worth around $1. High-grade or silver pieces can sell from $10 to several $100s depending on rarity and grade. Some extremely high-graded silver proofs have even reached over $1,000 at auction. For many collectors, however, the true value lies in the coin's historical significance rather than its price tag. The bicentennial dollar holds a special place in American culture. For many people, it is a reminder of a time when the nation came together to celebrate its heritage. The 1970s were a turbulent decade marked by political change, economic challenges, and social transformation, but the bicentennial brought a moment of unity. The coins of the bicentennial series helped inspire patriotism and nostalgia, and they continue to do so today. The coin also connects generations. Many Americans remember receiving these coins as gifts from older relatives, and passing them down to younger family members. The bicentennial dollar became a symbol of continuity, linking parents, children, and grandchildren through a shared slice of history. Even today, people who discover a bicentennial dollar in an old drawer or in change often feel a sense of excitement and connection to the past. From a numismatic perspective, the bicentennial Eisenhower dollar represents the U.S. Mint's effort to create circulating commemoratives that were both meaningful and practical. The Mint succeeded in capturing the spirit of 1776 while also embracing the achievements of modern America. Dennis Williams' design, incorporating the Apollo 11 insignia, remains one of the most creative coin designs in U.S. history. The process of striking the bicentennial dollars required significant planning. The Mint had to prepare new dies, adjust production lines, and ensure that enough coins would be available by 1975 and 1976. Because the bicentennial quarters, halves, and dollars entered circulation starting in 1975, none of those denominations carry the dates 1975, they all show the dual date 1776 to 1976 for 2 full years. This adds another layer of uniqueness to the series. The Eisenhower dollars were struck with high relief and detailed imagery, especially the lunar surface and eagle design. Minting such large coins with clear detail was a challenge, but the mint succeeded in producing millions of high-quality pieces.